Hello everybody, my name is Judith Ziedler. I'm from the vFlash development team and I'm your host for this series of videos on custom actions in vFlash. In this first video, I want to talk about the general value of custom actions, the main concept of this feature, and how you easily integrate a custom action into your already configured vFlash project. So first of all, let me quickly summarize what a custom action is. vFlash works on a template-based approach. This means that the reprogramming sequence is implemented within a template and cannot be changed by the user. If you want to add some customized tasks to the reprogramming sequence, you can do this at the very beginning or the very end of the flashing with the help of a custom action. A custom action is a module that contains the task that shall be executed at the beginning or at the end. There are a lot of use cases for custom actions. You could, for example, write a report before the flashing or read some data from the ECU. If flashing was successful, you could also print a label or write some data to the ECU for calibration. But enough of the theory for this moment. Let's jump directly into vFlash and get some hands-on experience. You see here a already pre-configured vFlash project that flashes 2 data blocks, 1 driver and 1 application, and that runs on a CAN bus system. If I execute the flash button, you can see that everything is running perfectly fine. We want now to integrate a custom action at the very beginning of the flashing that reads some data from the ECU and writes it into a report. We therefore must first of all configure the custom action in the project. We go to the Configure tab, select Custom Action, first of all activate the custom action functionality. Then we have to select a database. This database can be a CDD file or a ODX file. This diagnostic database describes the application of the ECU. We then select if we want to integrate a pre-custom action or a post-custom action. I want to integrate a pre-custom action. What you choose here is a pre-compiled DLL that contains the task that shall be executed before the flashing. But where to get this DLL from? Well, this is the part where you come into action. You can program and compile this DLL by yourself. To make it as easy as possible to get started with custom actions, vFlash comes with a set of examples that can be used as a base and adopted to your needs. You find these examples at the start page of vFlash. Just go to the Tips and Resources tab and open the Examples folder. For this short demonstration, I used a simple reporting custom action. If you open the Visual Studio solution, you see the source code behind the custom action. You can see that here a execute method is implemented, and this execute method has a custom action entry point attribute. This method and this attribute are absolutely compulsory for vFlash to know where to enter into the custom action. Within this method, you can program whatever you want. So let's see what we've programmed here. First of all, we get the ECU from the application. Then we read the serial number from the ECU, get the result received from the ECU, and write it into a report. To create the diagnostic service that shall be sent to the ECU, the qualifier from the diagnostic database is used. In this case, the serial number read. If you want to send another diagnostic service, just open your diagnostic database and search for another qualifier. I want to send now the software version read instead of the serial number read. So I go to the CANoe Studio, search for the software version read service, and get the qualifier. Same holds for the parameter we want to receive from the ECU. We have to identify the correct parameter with the help of a qualifier. For the software version read, I use another qualifier. And to be very clean, we should adopt the name of the method. As well as the name of the variable. Also, small adoptions in the report are necessary, like writing the correct name. All you have to do now is to compile this source code and go back to vFlash. If I execute again the flash button, you can see that the pre-custom action was executed. If we go to the trace window, you also see that the software version read service was sent to the ECU. Let's see if the report was written. Yep. Yeah, report is there and contains the output we have implemented. I hope I could show you how easy it is to integrate a custom action into your vFlash project and how comfortable it is to send diagnostic services to your ECU. If you have enjoyed this video, please check for other videos on our Vector YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.